Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kevin Kivlin. I'm a director for GSA out of New England. I also manage the Market Research as a Service program for GSA Federal Acquisition Service. Today, I'm joined by the MRAS program managers, Tiffany Shabanian and Christy Wilbur. They'll be presenting an overview of what Market Research as a Service is and the innovations that we are currently undergoing to incorporate more technology into the market research process. A little bit about us. We are the Federal Acquisition Service. We live and breathe contracting. It's what we do all day, every day. Acquisition is our middle name. So we're really excited to bring this presentation to you. And in other videos, we're going to demonstrate some of the robotic process automations that we have in place to amplify the market research experience for our clients who are other federal agencies across the government. A few things that you should know when you're viewing the other videos. We make assumptions around them that you know what our software is. So we use commercial off-the-shelf software called Qualtrics to do our RFIs, and we use a piece of software called UiPath to do our robotic process automations. So just want to make sure you're aware of those assumptions up front, and we're looking forward to hearing your feedback. And we're grateful for NCMA allowing us to have this platform to present to you on what Market Research as a Service is. So with that, I'm going to pass it to Tiffany and Christy to take it away and provide our presentation.
Thank you, Kevin. So today, Christy and I will be talking to you about Market Research as a Service, and we call it MRAS for short, and what that involves, the successes of the MRAS program, how to initiate the MRAS process, the new services that we offer, such as the rapid review results and the GSA Advantage multiple part number search. And I'll also share with you at the end some resources for MRAS. So a background about MRAS, Market Research as a Service. Market Research as a Service is a no-cost, value-added service we provide to our clients. MRAS uses the latest research techniques, as Kevin mentioned, Qualtrics, UiPath. We also leverage Google Sheets and Google Documents to share that information. And we use tools and automations to provide our clients with a comprehensive, targeted market research report and a summary of the industry data that includes a list of GSA vendors who are available to fulfill the customer's requirements. So here are some successes with the MRAS program. To date, we've done really well through hard work from our customer service directors, our subject matter experts, and our federal partners. MRAS has supported over 390 clients with a lifetime value of $6.4 billion. We've created over 800 RFIs to all CFO agencies. We serve all of the federal government. 473 RFIs were completed in fiscal year 2020 alone. And finally, a new success of ours is the launch of the GSA Advantage multiple part number search and rapid review results. So now I'd like to talk to you about how to initiate a market research request through the common market research form. You would use this form to initiate the MRAS process. You'd access the form by visiting gsa.gov/MRAS, and you'd click the Request Research by completing this information link. So I'll show you what that common market research form looks like and how to access that. So this is the gsa.gov/MRAS webpage, and you'll see there's some information about MRAS. You click the Request Research by completing this information link here, and that will take you to the common market research form. So once you click on the link, it brings you to our Qualtrics survey. So this is the software that we use for our RFIs and for our surveys. And you'd select what the requester type is. So for an agency request, a customer request, you'd select agency request. You'd select the different market research survey services that we offer, whether you need an RFI or a rapid review or a multiple part number search. You'd fill out your agency information, your point of contact information, and click Next. And in the next few pages of the survey, it will ask you some more specific information about your requirement. And as you click through, you'll be able to add more information and as well as upload a performance work statement or a statement of work or a summary of the requirement before you submit. Once you've completed the market research form that asks general questions about the requirement, one of our MRAS builders will produce an RFI based on the information provided. So Christine will now show you an example of what a market research as a service RFI looks like. And this is through our Qualtrics platform.
Thanks, Tiffany. So again, yes, we are using the Qualtrics platform. We create all of our RFIs, and we always begin with a brief summary of the agency that's requesting the market research, and then a brief overview or the scope of the requirement, as well as providing like a closing date there. The first few questions that they're all pretty standard in all of our market research requests, such as if industry would be interested, if an actual RFQ was posted, would they respond, what their GSA contract and sends, which ones they have currently under contract. And then we can also ask, we ask them for the information about the company responding, such as their contract number and their point of contact information, as well as NAICS code, and then we can also capture the business size and their socioeconomic statuses. Next, we actually go into the technical questions that were provided on that intake form. We can have several variances of questions, such as yes, no types of questions, or we can even do multiple choice questions as well. We will work with you to develop the questions and to make sure we are asking the industry the right questions for you. We then offer a section where our industry can go in and they can ask questions or provide suggestions to you on the PWS or that requirement. And then we offer an optional capability section where industry can respond to any open-ended questions and also upload their RFI specific capabilities document as well.
Thank you, Christy. So once the RFI has closes and all the responses have been collected, we will provide you with a market research report. And this is a screenshot of one of our reports that's produced through our Qualtrics platform. And this is a summary of all the GSA contractors that can fulfill your requirement, their socioeconomic designations, the GSA contracts they hold, as well as data on whether or not they can meet your technical requirements as you've outlined in the performance work statement or the statement of work that you've uploaded in the common market research form. In addition to the market research report, one of our newest tools is the rapid review results automation, and this is through the UiPath. So that's the way we do this automation. And then we share these reports in Google Sheets and Google Documents. So based on the information that you provide in the common market research form, the automation runs a rapid review to find the most compatible GSA contracts for your requirement. We're using this automation to conduct targeted market research report and have a rapid review results provided to you in minutes. So let me show you an example of what that looks like. This is an example of our rapid review document that uses Google Sheets. And this document will provide you with a targeted market research result based on the documentation you provided in the common market research form. These are some of the keywords that were searched based on the documents that were uploaded. The NAICS reviewed, the large categories reviewed are also listed here, as well as the top 5 GSA contracts that are most compatible with the requirement. Christy, could you tell us a little bit more about how this automation works?
Yes, thank you, Tiffany. So basically, this automation works by searching all the keywords in the documents that were uploaded in the intake form, and also including any statement of work or PWSs, as well as the requirement description or summaries. The automation will then total up the top results and produce those top 5 compatible GSA contracts. Then, as you've shown, there's a summary that is provided that can give you an overview of the process. And then also along the bottom, it's based on the 5 targets that it breaks out to all the vendors' GSA contracts and those few tabs that are at the bottom. So it provides you the list of vendors, how many vendors are underneath that one specific contract as well. Thanks, Tiffany.
Thank you, Christy. So our GSA Advantage multiple part number research is one of our newest tools that is now live. Federal buyers don't have to buy like personal shoppers. They buy hundreds or thousands of parts at once. So this automation really allows federal buyers to research the way they buy. It provides them the ability to search all their part numbers and receive all the GSA Advantage data in one market report. So you'll now have an enhanced search and the ability to build part number based market reports quickly instead of over hours, days, or weeks. And you can submit your request for a common through the Common Market Research form and download the part sheet and upload it back into the intake form. And we can research up to 250 parts right now, and it allows MRAS to provide a commodity market report available on demand. So I'll show you an example of what one of these GSA Advantage multiple part number search market reports looks like. So the multiple part number research automation provides a market and pricing summary that includes the lowest and highest pricing data for parts found on GSA Advantage. The first sheet summarizes the data included in this report, and the report also shows data related to all manufacturer part numbers, or NSNs, searched and found on GSA Advantage and sold under the GSA Global Supply Program. So this sheet here shows a market summary, and you'll see a pricing summary here and a breakout of the lowest price, most common units, and targets. So we hope that you'll consider GSA's Market Research as a Service program for your market research needs. And in closing, here are some MRAS resources for you to use. Please visit gsa.gov/MRAS, or you can email rfi@research.gsa.gov for more information regarding MRAS. Thank you for your time.